visto dioses volando. He visto hombres construyendo armas que no podía ni imaginar. He visto extraterrestres descendiendo del cielo. Pero nunca había visto nada como esto. ¿Qué más escondes?
Okay, so I'd like to start by saying I'm so glad that you are in flesh in this movie, that we get to see you in flesh in this movie. Is it really different to shoot a movie like this for you? Maybe more comfortable, more fun, or the opposite?
Oh, it doesn't. You know, it really doesn't make any difference to me what I'm wearing. I mean, obviously, your character is informed by clothes and choices that you make as an actor, and as to how you know. I mean, I love the look of the character, but in terms of being a character, it doesn't really make any difference to me whether I'm wearing a motion capture suit or whether I'm on screen. It really, genuinely doesn't. I see no difference.
Okay. Both of you have worked in some big studio movies, some of them. How was Black Panther different?
There were more black people.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it.
That is literally the only difference. It's the only difference. I mean, you know, a big film is a big film, and a big film and a small film are almost the same, because our job in whatever size film is exactly the same. It's to convince the audience for the duration of that film that we are that person in those situations. And beyond that, it's just about budget and how big your trailer is, or how good the lunch is. You know,
very, very big trailer.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
he had the biggest. Yeah, he had the biggest trailer, which was kind of, I thought, unfair.
I don't think it's unfair.
I'm sure you don't, Boer. But no, it was. I mean, every film is consistent and every film is different. You know, like every person is different. So this had its own characteristics, but yeah, I don't know. It was a lovely cast of people.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a great director working on an interesting script. You know, so for us, I think it was a real joy.
Let's talk about that, the black cast. I bet this was the first film in which you were the minority. Was it?
It's pretty true.
How did it feel?
Did
you comment it with your castmates to compare the experience, maybe?
Well, the thing is, you know, you're all actors, and you just get on with it. I mean, you're sort of aware of it very, very briefly. That, I mean, for instance, Ryan said to us both, you know, you're the first two white actors that I've ever directed in a scene together. I've never directed two white actors before, you know. So that was quite interesting, because it made you kind of go, oh gosh, of course, yes, you know. But then you totally you just get on with it, and you're working with a cast of actors, and you know, so it doesn't really make any difference at the end of the day.
So there weren't like any jokes or anything about it.
What about us being?
Not really. I mean, not really. I mean, there were. I'm sure people call. You know, I think maybe occasionally Deny might have called me colonizer, Offset, but no, no, not really. No, I mean, I don't believe in colour blindness. I don't believe it when anyone says, oh, I don't notice people's colour, because of course you notice colour. Why wouldn't you? You know, like you notice everything else. So why wouldn't you notice race or colour? It's just there. But beyond that, your job is absolutely the same, you know. So you don't go onto set thinking, oh, I've got a different mindset because I'm around, you know, black actors, or, you know, or because I'm the minority. But I mean, you do notice you're the minority. Of course, you notice that. But then what that makes you do is go, oh, this is what it's like for other people all the time. That's, you know, and beyond, and after that, it is of literally no relevance, you know.
People of color have been watching movies about us white folks for decades. They're used to not feeling represented. How do you think that will affect white people who go see Black Panther?
Hopefully they'll just think it's an amazing film, which it is, you know. It's a really beautiful, very impressive, funny, witty, brilliantly written script, full of, you know, it's a brilliant action movie. It's got great humour in it. I mean, I think it's literally, and you know, white people and black people alike have come up to me saying that this is the film that they've wanted to see most for a long time, and you know, that's extraordinary. It does have a real pull, a real draw, you know, across the board. It doesn't matter what colour you are, you know.
Yeah.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and... The revolution will not be televised.
Vamos a divertirnos.